300, what's the deal? It's your folks shop at Philosopher. I wanted to share my thoughts with y'all real quick. So, yeah, as y'all know, I told y'all last week that I was going to do this whole weekend review thing. I decided today that I was going to uh, feature the Knitting Bohemian today. She's going to go ahead and be co host. We're doing this on the green room. You know what I'm saying? So y'all most definitely follow me on the green room. If you don't have that, go ahead and download that app. Come on over and follow us. You know what I'm saying? Join the conversations. You can also follow me on Clubhouse as well. You can also follow the Knitting Bohemian on both Clubhouse and the green room, and I'll go ahead and share her information across the screen over there. But and yeah, you can go ahead and say something. Go ahead and let them know you here or whatever.
Hey y'all, it's your girl, the Knitting Bohemian, and thank you for having me on today. Yeah, you can find me on the Green Room in the Clubhouse under the Knitting Bohemian.
Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and share that. I do want to say, y'all, she also has a blog. You know what I'm saying? That she's doing. I'll share that link below. She does the YouTube thing, but I think that uh, she's kind of more her strong point is the blog. I mean, what would you say? Or you?
Oh, yeah, I would absolutely say that you're right. I think that has a lot more content on my blog.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll drop that below, y'all. But we're gonna go ahead and get into some topics today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about some things. Uh, some of the questions we received, some of the stuff that I seen, uh, some things that we can just address here, uh, uh, instead of making like a full video or whatever. So go ahead, y'all, and you know what I'm saying, get ready. You dig? Hit that sub button and that bell. Go ahead, hit that like button or whatever. But I got the timestamps down below. So, you know what I'm saying, y'all kind of know where we're going or whatever. All right, you're a little pressed for time. You can go ahead and hit the timestamps. I encourage you uh, to come and catch out everything. You know what I'm saying? I hopefully you will listen to it all at once. But if not, you know what I'm saying, just kind of follow back up or whatever. So you can catch what I'm saying or whatever. So let's just go ahead and get into it now. The first thing, y'all, I wanted to speak on this whole issue. Well, it really wasn't an issue, but this whole Marcellus thing. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of know where that is coming from. I know I just dropped the video. Most people who follow the channel might not even know who this person is. Uh, but he's a dude over there, and he makes content or whatever. Uh, Self help, I would say. But what I'm going to be doing in response to, what I'm saying, the video and things like that, I'm going to be actually sharing some of these videos, okay, of people kind of having this dialogue, you know what I'm saying, on these platforms, okay, because like I said in a video that I'm going to drop, you know what I'm saying, we're really doing nothing no different, okay. But what we're seeing with this stuff is, people are on these platforms, okay, and they are expressing themselves, you know what I'm saying. And so we get to hear what people are really thinking, how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Different perspectives on things from men and women. Okay, and you're more likely to get a lot more real world perspectives on there because who can see them? You know what I'm saying? These people are just on there. You don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, we're gonna get into that though. You know what I'm saying? To kind of back up more of what I'm talking about here, because that's what I'm trying to do. I like to back up a lot of what I'm saying. I know a lot of these dudes out here are talking about this whole. They're trying to make this stuff seem like it's being negative or things like that. But at the end of the day, um, the information that them guys are sharing is being disputed, and simply put, we're kind of feeling like we have better alternatives and better information. And these dudes have been told several times that we can come to the table and debate, but they'll go somewhere and just say it's negative, uh, because they not really ready to come to the table. They're not confident in their information. So, but yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah. The next thing I wanted to move to is the Dom system. I wanted to speak on that. I got a few questions about it. Uh, Primarily, somebody asked, why does it exist anyway? But I wanted to ask real quick, the Nique Bohemian. I mean, what do you think about uh, this Dom thing? I know that you commented on it in the video, but what do you think about it?
Oh yeah, I think it's a very good system. Like I had said when I commented below, it's not something that's super complicated. It's not like you're trying to figure out a physics formula. And a lot of times when you're asking men, what do they want out of women? They either don't know or they don't know how to put it into words. So that system was very easy to understand. It was honest and straightforward. And it gives a woman an advantage because she's more is expected out of her than just her looks. So yeah, I think it's a good thing. I thought it was very creative, and I think, like I said, it was not complicated.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. That was the intention as well, to simplify things. That's another thing about a lot of the information that I see out here. A lot of these dudes be talking like this stuff is like science projects and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know that some things have to be, somewhat technical or whatever, but man, but someone asked me like why does it exist anyway? I mean, from my point of view, it's something that really helps the situation. You know what I'm saying? It really does. It's something, like I said on another video, uh at this point in time we should be tired of going back and forth just arguing all the time or just talking about the problem all the time, and we need to be more invested in coming up with solutions that don't really put us at, at the battlefront, you know what I'm saying, going against each other, but something that we can both look at and say, okay, this will work. And basically what that system does is, number one, it's a fair system to all women. You know what I'm saying? It let women know that, they're capable of being, just as valuable as any other woman in the eyes of a man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said that it's only going to really matter, to the eyes of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that it does. It doesn't shame men for liking the BBW or whatever he want to see in a woman or whatever. You know, because what's attractive to that man is might not be attractive to me, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So it does that, and then another thing it does is, you know, it's something that just let women know, hey, this is just what the standard is. You know what I'm saying? And the woman is more likely to take interest in it because a lot of it, you know what I'm saying, it helps her become a better woman. Okay? It ain't just a situation where it's like, well, if you want to get on my level, you gotta appease to me. And it don't really mean nothing for the woman. You know what I'm saying? This means something for the
Yeah.
woman. And so, in my opinion, when men have a standard like that, it makes it easy for us to just say, dang, if you don't care about these things, then you probably don't really care about yourself, and you probably not gonna really care about a quality relationship or a situation. And that's what that does. And it does that without having to really argue about it. You can look at it and then just kind of, you know, take it and move. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that that's important. Yeah, because that's what, when I look at the dime system, it's like your system is like the formula. And just like you said, you're not getting into uh, things that can be objective or subjective, I should say, as far as like, you know, what somebody looks and things like that. So you're allowing each person to come up with the recipe. You're just giving them the formula, the layout, and then they're able to customize it. And I think that that's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, if there was any way to create a situation where we can put something out there and people can take it and work with it, men can learn how to stand on it, okay? And women can just look at it and say, you know, I can kind of aspire to do that. Why not? You know what I'm saying? It's going to mean something better for me. Um, I think that this is one of the ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I think that it's a good solution based thing, but that's why it exists over here. But I wanted to go ahead and move on. So the next thing is, you know, I got an email about this partnership thing, and somebody pretty much they pretty much asked if partnership meant no marriage, and I wanted to go ahead and respond to that. Partnership does not mean no marriage. Okay, what partnership does, when you put partnership first, it puts you and that person or the participating parties in a situation where you all actually create and build something that's worth being married for. Okay, you know, the traditional type of system or whatever was pretty much just, okay, do you love this person? Would you have kids by this person? Okay, yeah. But we learn that that doesn't really last. That's not, there's not enough in that that's gonna really sustain a relationship for the long haul. Okay, that's going to be productive and constructive. That also will be, if in the long run it don't work, we're more likely to walk away from the situation, both people still valuable people. Okay, and so that's why it's important to put partnership first, you know, so that you can, kind of cultivate, I would say, I guess, uh, what matters. You know what I'm saying? That's going to give you the motivation and the incentive to get married. But I don't know. What do you think about that, Nemo?
I agree 100% with that. I actually had a discussion like this on Clubhouse, and I think the way I look at it, I look at a marriage like graduation. If you gave somebody a diploma before they actually went through the lessons and went through the motions, they're not going to, it's going to make it a lot difficult if they decide to complete the actual work. But when you go through the steps, you get your lessons and things like that, you have worked for that diploma. You can get out theoretically in the field and get a job. And if you're not able to get a job right away or something happens, you still have that education behind your belt. And that's how I look at it with the marriage. If you just get married right away, you haven't learned anything. You don't have the experience to get married. But once you have learned each other, worked together as a partnership, and then you're like, okay, you know what? We've done this. We've built this together. Okay, we can get married as a reward for everything that we've been through.
Exactly. That's how I look at it. They were talking about, they got these dudes over there. I think the dude Kevin Samuel said on one of his shows, talking about, there is one of two ways. I guess he said something like that marriages have been, and only one of them has been proven to work, or something like that. Where he speaks on his bedrock type of marriage. But I'm going to be sharing a video, and this is actually going to be in the Replacements Are Here series, but it's going to be a good video. It's going to be a straight positive video. I plan on dropping this, and it's going to be about a Nigerian married couple, okay? And they're going to explain why love doesn't really mean anything. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much partnership means more than anything, okay, in a situation. So I'll be dropping that to kind of back it up, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing that I've always said, that's one thing that the African does have. They definitely got the culture on lock. And so when they talk about these type of things, we're going to share these things to, again, kind of back up things, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Just moving on to the next thing. The next thing here is shout out to the brother Looking Familiar. He spoke on that video with De'Ara, the DK4L video. He spoke on there, and he asked if, so-called, black love could be redefined, or whatever. And I just wanted to say, yeah, I agree. We can redefine so-called black love. You know what I'm saying? If that's the thing, black partnership, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. If people want to just keep it black love, at the end of the day, it's what was going on. What, you know what I'm saying? The definition of what black love is up until now, it just has not been good for us. And I just believe that we need to take a step back and kind of look at exactly what it means, and we need to improve it, because black love does not have anything to do with so-called black men and so-called black women coming together, building something, you know what I'm saying? Creating a place where we can express our love and things like that. Places and situations that we govern, okay? And it's not dictated by a lot of outside forces and things like that. That effort to do that, in my opinion, that's so-called black love. because we definitely need that, you know what I'm saying, more than anything right now. Because right now, all it is just for real perversion. And just speaking on like some history, you know, I cannot remember this book that I was reading here. I don't know if it was Black Labor, White Wealth by Dr. Claude Anderson. It may have been that. I'm not going to say that it was, but they spoke in there where what I read was one of the reasons why they could not, you know what I'm saying, enslave like the Indian of that time was because when they caught them and captured them, they weren't doing things like having more children and things like that, having sex and stuff like that. They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? They went into lockdown mode. You know, sometimes they weren't even eating for days at a time. You know, meanwhile with us though, we were still doing that stuff. You know, having sex, having kids, and doing this type of stuff. You know, practicing that black love, and we just gotta come. We gotta be better than that. You know, times have changed. You know, we gotta redefine uh bedrock type of practices. But what do you think about this?
Oh, yeah, I definitely think it needs to be redefined because a lot of times, at least in my opinion, when I think of Black love, it's associated with a fight and a struggle. And typically that fight and that struggle is within what, what we would consider a partnership. And so the man and the woman is going back and forth at each other and they're just struggling to get by every day. And so, I think that it definitely needs to be redefined as something greater than that. Because if that's what it is, I don't want that. We should be more focused on, like you said, building. And if we're going to be fighting against anything or going against anything, it should be opposition and outside forces and working as a partnership to do that.
Yeah, you know, I agree. I definitely agree. You know, um, what we're doing today has to be more constructive, you know what I'm saying, and productive, you know, and I think that we need to, like I say, implement certain things that that center around that. You know, too much of it centers around lust and, you know, just non-constructive things. We gotta get better than that, in my opinion. But I just wanted to hit on that. Now the next thing here that we're moving to is shout out to Genova Stalzia. I believe her name is. Shout out to her. She pulls up. I appreciate her feedback. But she wanted me to speak on an observation. Okay. All right. She wanted me to speak on an observation. One of the reasons why I featured the Nique Bohemian on here today, because we want to get her thoughts on it. But on one of Kwame Brown's shows, he featured Angela Stanton on there. I believe that's her name. Now she's like, you know, a public figure over there with the Republican Party or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I guess a part of their uh, hood unit. You know, she's the urban type of person or whatever. But she was on his show as of recent, and I mean, when I seen it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the term chicken head came right back. You know what I'm saying? I started thinking 3 6 Mafia in this motherfucker. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? But Genovia Stalzia, and she sent me something about this, and she asked, you know, how can so-called men have a problem with women when we allow certain things like this woman to come on the platform and do this. So, you know, I want to say before I get the Nique Bohemian's opinion on this, I do want to say this. That is a major issue. A lot of so-called black men, we co-sign a lot of things and we don't check certain situations when we should. You know what I'm saying? And kind of let it be known that, hey, listen, I'm not telling you what to do like that, especially, obviously since, the woman probably ain't, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you can't be representing up in here like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about you showing up. And that's what I'm saying. That's why that whole Don thing, as I was talking about. Because a lot of so-called black men, we don't have these type of standards, and we kind of sit around and we co-sign these types of things, but we get mad when it's going on, and we just at that time we don't favor it. You know what I'm saying? But really, all of this stuff is like, it's kind of like a suit. You allow these type of things, it turns out to be, this mess like that. But anyway, I got my opinion on why she did that. You know what I'm saying? I really do. But I wanted to get the knitting Bohemian. Why would she do that? Like, let me know. Like, why would she do that?
I am just going to explain kind of how women do, and just in general. It doesn't matter what class we come from, or our status. But when I looked at her background, she definitely has, more than enough clothes in her wardrobe. But even if a woman has 3 outfits, she's going to have one outfit that's going to be her best outfit. And so, as a woman, we pre-calculate what outfit we're going to wear. And when I seen what she wore, this was intentional. And this outfit was I'm going on this show and I'm going to be in an audience that are just, low end people. And she looked at him like a roundabout type of dude. And so that's why she wore that outfit. She was just letting, that's the outfit that she thought was appropriate for the situation.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was sending a message that, hey, I don't know if Kwame Brown was in on it. And the reason why I say that, because I looked at his channel and he do be showing up on his channel with robes and sunglasses or whatever, doing how he do or whatever. But, he talked to his audience like we the people, like they're supposed to be, this unit of people that's, I don't know. But to me, she was definitely sending a message that she letting the world know that she don't take Kwame Brown seriously like that. If people had it twisted that him and her are involved or something like that, and then to me it seemed like she was also sending a message that she don't take his fans seriously. That's how she presents herself to them. She feels like she can appeal to them more by acting like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just crazy. And that's what I was kind of talking about.
Yeah.
With the young dog thing and situation like that. You know what I'm saying? That this example that we gotta always act. You know what I'm saying? This hip hop like thing. Because I aim that to a lot of the hip hop culture. We gotta act hood, you know what I'm saying? We gotta act ratchet, you know what I'm saying? Not only to feel better about ourselves, but to appeal to the greater community of the people. And that that just keeps to me a lot of us kind of like, you know what I'm saying? In a low state, that we don't even realize. But I think that happened. But the main reason why I'm saying this is because that's, the dude Kwame Brown is always talking about being a man. You know what I'm saying? And a man will check a woman about that. A man is gonna say, you can't come on my show like that. You know what I'm saying? You can do what you do, but you can't come on my show like that. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? And just be like that and whatever. But like I said, that's one of our problems. But to answer your question, Genova, yeah, that's what I believe is up with that. But like I said, as so-called men, we gotta start being the type of dudes that check that type of stuff. When I just be out and about, and I be at Walmart or at the stores or whatever, I see brothers out all the time with women just looking crazy. But she got a fat ass though. You know what I'm saying? She thick though. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why you brothers don't be checking these women and saying, hey, nah, this ain't proper. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons why I said like that whole dime thing and stuff like that need to exist or whatever. But who knows what they were on or what they had going on behind closed doors. But like I said, we're gonna speak on it as it's being presented, what I'm saying, to the YouTube screen or whatever, and that's what I would call on that. So, but we're gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? The next thing here is we got somebody that sent a question basically asking, are YouTubers dependent on relationships in space of lack of creativity and quality? Okay. And so I wanted to go ahead and answer that. What I will say is that based on uh like the analytics, which I'm going to speak on here next, but based on the analytics and just kind of like what I'm seeing when I look at certain things, I believe that the audience, that watch a lot of that stuff, they prefer them to be in relationships over them just being by themselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them they already got that. Them being by themselves, they got money, they got a job and things like that. A lot of the viewers, they kind of got that, not on that level, but it kind of got that going on. So that's kind of like abundant. However, real partnerships and situations, those are not. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I think that a lot of people, the people that do come on and sub to the channel and stuff like that, they like to hear about what this stuff is about. You know what I'm saying? The makeup of what, a good partnership, what I'm saying, situation is. And so that's what I would think. And so I think that some people are very dependent on it, because like when you look at some people who have those type of situations, and then they'll have their own channel. I mean, the family content in comparison to their channel is like night and day. You know what I'm saying? They put more investment in the family and relationship thing, and I mean it seems like that's where it's at. So I think that's just kind of like what I see. Now I'm gonna come back to that on this next thing, but I don't know. What do you think, Nique Bohemian?
Yeah, I think that is true, because a lot of us, like you said, we have the ability to get out there and get money and things like that. But, especially in these current times, a lot of us don't have successful relationships. So we like to live through these people and, have hope, that things are going to work out. And I agree with you 100%. I think that that's one thing that's unique about your channel is we can look at these people and say, oh my goodness, how did they make this work? I want that. And then when we come over to your channel, you're like, okay, well, you can have that if you do this, that, and this. And so you analyze their favorite couples and then you break that down. So yeah, I think that that's cool. Um, and then a lot of times I think that, couples feed off of each other. A lot of times when I'm seeing videos, especially I've seen Nique's video, she has one in there that's saying that her boyfriend's taken the day to control her channel because she didn't have any inspiration. And so I think that in itself says a lot.
Yeah, because that is true. Because they still hitting on him. You know what I'm saying? That video is doing extremely well. I think that video that I made about him, the numbers are a little lower, but I mean, it seems like people really like that about him. Which brings me to real quick these whole analytics thing. Somebody asked a quick question about that. What is analytics? I guess it's something that's being spoke on. But the analytics that content creators can see, you know what I'm saying? It tells you a lot. You know what I'm saying? It can tell you, um, like some people can be hot because of other people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna speak too in depth to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to make it seem like I'm, speaking on something that maybe some content creators want to keep private based on how they go about creating their content. But it is things that you can find out about people. Like the people who are creating the content, like the personalities, the content creators that report on them. Uh, the analytics can tell them some things. You know what I'm saying? When you study it and look into it or whatever. So yeah, But next thing, somebody asks like, what do I think of Ken's content so far? And so, y'all, I want to go ahead and just speak on that real quick. I mean, I can't really say that I've been really seeing much of anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the last two videos he did the peanut challenge. This video he did, what I'm saying, a giveaway. And I mean, he's kind of still saying that he's trying to figure things out. So, I mean, at this point, I'm not. I would say that it's just kind of like average, kind of like right now. But I mean, that's what we would expect. I mean, he's going on record to say that he's still trying to figure it out. But what I want to say though is, with that said, we got to give props to, the brother Pritchard. You know what I'm saying? Because he's one of these dudes that is doing, big things on his channel. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all know I reported on him and kind of like a situation with relationship with things like that. But this brother Pritchard, he's on this channel doing things. And it's, he is an example of, kind of like what brothers should be doing, you know what I'm saying, with their life, living their life and things like that. He's the type of brother that I look at, he might have made mistakes with women or something like that. But it ain't breaking him, you know what I'm saying, at all. This brother is definitely in charge of his life. And, you see him around good examples. I mean, the brother associates himself with uh, the brother who owns one of the most popular black businesses in the country. And I ain't even been there, that turkey leg place. And, he's buying homes for his family. You know, um, he's helping people. I was checking out his channel. He helped like a dude off the highway and things like that. Just a lot of things going on. And so, one thing that I can say is like kind of like when you look at kind of like what's going on, with Ken after him breaking up with De'Ara, or some of the problems that they might have between each other and how that's affected him. You got to give props to brothers like Pritchard. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I can say that. And the next thing, and I think we're gonna close it here. You know what I'm saying? Close it, yeah. But the next thing we're gonna speak on is the last thing somebody asked this as far as DK4L. They asked, who do you think is more destined for social media? And we'll get Nitty Bohemian's opinion after mine, but I mean, it's no question that it's the era. Okay, I mean, she's just good. Now, she's one of those people right now that is, you know, she can make content outside of the relationship, top quality content. Okay, you know, it's a reason why she's getting the views that she get. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, it's clearly, you know, her. You know, right now, she's doing this social media thing, and you know, it seems like she got a real bright future. So that's what I would say right now when I look at it. You know, and it could be Ken too in the future, or he might be destined to do something else. But yeah, it's clearly her. But what do you think,
Oh yeah, I would say hands down it's the era, and I think that I have to agree when you said that. You know, she's one of the few that can do it outside of a relationship. She's not depending on anything superficial. It's not just her looks; it's her personality, it's her creativity, and just even looking through her comments, she's very inspirational by the things that she does, and she's very humble and genuine. You know, she's well, you know, she's well off, but a lot of her viewers can relate to her because she's smart about how she posts her material. She's going to stores that they can relate to and say, okay, this is cool, I can relate to that. So I would definitely say it's her.
Yeah, you know, she does have a unique delivery, you know. So, of course, you know, we definitely wish her more and more W's, you know. But yeah, y'all, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and leave it there. Where we at right now? You know, and then somebody asked, you know, is there going to be more DK4L? You know, y'all, I'm not really going to say that there's going to be any, like, you know, just consistent reporting on, you know, where they're at now, because I think that we kind of see where it's at. You know what I'm saying? They got roads, and they are traveling down those roads, and so, you know, kind of gotta give them space. You know, of course, you know, we still gonna follow them and, you know, see what's up here and there, but you know, we gotta kind of let the beat build. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Ken. So, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and leave it there. We was gonna speak on a couple of other things, but you know, we have to get back to that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll be back here, you know what I'm saying, next Sunday, you know, and speaking on the weekend review, you know what I'm saying. I wanted to say something else, but I can't remember what it is. But shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, y'all pulling up. I appreciate the people who are sub. If you haven't sub, go ahead and sub. Hit that bell. Definitely like this information. Alright? I'm gonna drop something that you're gonna like. This your Philosopher, the Urban Philosopher. And go ahead. Knitting Bohemian.
And it's your girl, the Knitting Bohemian. And thank you for having me on today.
Alright, that's what's up. We out. It's 300.